vlog number 2. We're still in Peru, and we're continuing our journey across South America. I should warn you that this video contains some very pasty white skin, and now you can join me on a roof. Good morning. We find ourselves in Arequipa. I still can't pronounce it. Let's insert the right pronunciation here. Arequipa. Thanks. Today is our rest day to get ourselves sort of aligned for the next part of the trip. And so Matt is downstairs diligently writing up his blog and planning the next things to do. I, however, am going to go whitewater rafting. Sexily suited up. This is Sue, who's persuaded me to go and do this. It's 3 in the morning and we're awake. I can't remember why we're awake, but we're going to a place and I'm sure it's going to be lovely. It's 3 in the morning.
That's the Colca point of Colca Canyon. It's quite touristy here, quite high up, not the highest that we're going to get to, but definitely on its way.
The very start of our trip. Yes, I'm wearing a stupid hat, and I've actually remembered what we were doing. So this was a 3-day trek through the Colca Canyon, which its deepest part is the deepest canyon in the world, and we were joined on this trip by a lovely group of French people and an American couple as well. So rejoin the banter. We're going to go have an adventure. You look like an explorer.
My mum will be happy that my neck's not going to burn. El bandito!
Okay, we'll stop that.
Voy a cantar esta canción con mucho cariño de mi corazón a la República Dominicana, la casa del merengue y la casa de la bachata.
4 hours after we started and 3 hours of trek, we've managed to get from up there somewhere all the way down to here in this beautiful little village at the bottom of the valley. We've had some alpaca to eat and we've got a bedroom of sorts.
This is my crib. We've got 1 lumen of light coming from this bad boy. Boss.
Toilet. This features running water and nothing else. No lock, no light, no paper. Light doesn't work. And then you need to wash your hands. Sink in the flowers. Sink. So, start of day 2 of the trek. We're leaving a nice village behind us. We're going on a trek to an oasis. Not good?
Aloe vera.
We obviously know what aloe vera is, but I left this in because just listen to the accent.
And if you have a red skin and you put on it, it's perfect.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
And it solves your problem. Really exactly.
There you go. Yeah.
There you go, in your face. You're making me try drugs.
We were trying coca leaves, which are legal and everywhere here, and they help with altitude sickness. Matt, how do your drugs taste?
Bitter sweet. A little bit. It's a bit cheap.
Sorry, Mum, I'm getting quite close to the edge. What we're all looking at is the hut where we started walking yesterday.
Right in the middle. If you can see that. Geography point. Some nice basalt columns. Hola chicos, want some more coca?
We started our descent down to the Oasis in the Colca Valley, which will signal the end of our second day of hiking. We are inventing a dessert in paradise with a passion fruit that you take the top off and then fill it with rum and then suck the rummy passion fruit juice out of it, and it's delicious. And Matt's in the pool.
It's just a bit too deep for me to enjoy it. Thanks. The rum had a nice touch.
After a while, the rum, altitude and sun had got to us a little bit.
Let it focus. All night long, all night, all night long. One way street. Oh, cool. Oh, well, they just
It's 4 in the morning and we're awake again.
shoulders. I enjoyed the sun too much. I think we're in the bag. It's gonna really hurt. What we've done is we've just eaten some Mentos,
Sugar.
a cereal bar, and half a protein bar. Try and give us enough energy to get to the top of the hill. Because it's the amount that we're climbing is more than from the base to the top of the Grand Canyon today. So, alright. Good chat.
Cheers, mate. Just over an hour in, and this is halfway, and we've got the same to go. So we're doing better than average, apparently.
Did you see that in slow motion? Yeah.
Oh, I should do that in slow motion. What's the fastest you guys could get from top to bottom?
For me it's 1 hour 10 minutes.
1 hour 7.
For me 45 minutes.
45 minutes.
Yeah.
And we've already been walking for like over an hour.
30 minutes.
10 minutes.
No.
He just jumps.
He's lying. 5 minutes.
We're about 2.5 hours in. We've probably got about another half an hour to go before we get to the top. It's like breathing if you had a t-shirt over your mouth. You can't quite get the same amount of oxygen in. So every breath is sort of like very unsatisfying and also very necessary. And then you have these guys coming up on the mules.
We've just made it to the top of the Colca Canyon. It's taken us 3 hours exactly. I'm slightly sweaty. I feel fine, mate.
On the way back, we went to a hot spring, and then after that, we went to a discotheque. Hot springs behind me. So we're gonna go relax our muscles because we burn it.
In the river, here we go. It's so stupid. I'm going for the bit that looks least gunky. I think, testicles. A bit cold. Yeah, you crazy Brits.
Lads, on our last day in Arequipa,
Arequipa?
we stumbled across what I think is a military parade, and see if you can spot the subtle religious undertones. Who knows where we are today? We're in Puno, going to go visit the floating islands, which is essentially, as far as we can work out, just a massive tourist attraction in a lake. For those of you that know me, I can get a little bit grumpy and a little bit passive-aggressive and a little bit cynical. And basically, that's exactly what happened for the next most of the day. And to make it even worse, we start off with some panpipes.
Welcome to Lake Titicaca, not Lake Titicaca. Did you know what you said?
Yeah, it was like, it's not Titicaca, it's Titicaca.
Okay.
We are standing on the island, one of the islands in the community of Puros, which is made out of 5 by 10 meter blocks of reed roots which float, and then they cut down more reeds and kind of stick them on top in a crisscross fashion. So it's kind of like you're standing on top of a waterbed, and it's quite hard to walk. If I was being cynical, which I am, I would say it's quite touristy. And basically we've walked into a floating shop. It's quite surreal, and we had some women sing to us,
Which you'll see now. Did you enjoy that?
It's quite awkward, isn't it? My favourite bit was the handshaking.
Which you'll see now. Even better.
Yeah, and that's how editing works. We are now on a traditional reed boat to get to a second island.
Only 10 soles.
Only 10 soles, definitely optional. But we're helping the children.
Helping the children.
So finally Matt can help the children for once.
Now, you don't have to come on this boat, but if you don't come on this boat and pay the 10 soles, you
don't get to see all the good things.
You sit on the reeds for another hour.
We finally made it with a perilous journey to the capital island, where there's more things to buy.
They're quite good at making things out of reed, but then you would be if that's the only natural material you had available to you.
Where from? Inglaterra. Inglaterra, Mr. Londres. Hola. Yeah, 3 soles. Pasa por esta, souvenir. Memory your passport here.
Memory in the passport.
Yes, Mr. English. De Londres,
yes.
¿no? De Londres.
Londres.
Okay.
We've come to Puno on the anniversary of the university, so there is a party tonight that goes on from now until midnight.
We've managed to end up in the middle of the end of the parade. There are all these lovely people in lovely outfits, and they're all sparkly, but they finished. So we are now trying to head off to the front of the parade to actually catch what's going on.
We're going to end up walking into a bad neighbourhood just because we're following people.
Yeah, we have no idea where this is going to lead. Finally caught up with them. Now my question to you is this racist? In the middle of this parade, and it is so much more authentic than the damn Reed Islands that we saw earlier on. And we found like a side alley where people don't give a damn anymore, and it's really fun. Matt and I are just like getting more and more integrated into into this parade. So stuck in the middle! that was pretty much Peru. So now we're going to be on our way to head to Bolivia. Ciao for now.